I love when I come down my driveway because it just seems like it's kind of a little woodsy, you know, around the driveway. Looks like more of nature. And it's just kind of relaxing and calming. Here's some mushrooms growing underneath this tree. They kind of look interesting. I don't eat mushrooms at all, and my husband is allergic to them, and these I'm not educated well enough to even know if these are something that someone would eat or if they would be poisonous. I really love this right here. When I come out, I can just look at these cat and nine tails. I think it's just so calming. You know, and they're so soft, furry. I know some people in some places have actually eaten a cattail, the brown part. I know my father-in-law said once he had eaten, not something that he would eat again, but he did eat it. And he was from Kentucky. I just threw in some bread for my fish. We have our pond stocked with catfish and bass. We got some cut wood over there because we had a couple of trees cut down. And there's my seat across the pond, a swing. I like to sit there and just look out at the pond. These are 6 baby ducklings that I actually just got last week at my local Tractor Supply store. And I'm going to add them to my other 3 ducks. They are supposed to look like somewhat of like a mallard, but they're called, I think they called it a rowan duck. And we're keeping them in here as of right now. Then we'll transfer them outside. Girls, I'm just trying to get to the building. Are you hungry? Is my Quackers hungry? You are? These are the duck eggs that my ducks lay. They usually lay starting in the spring and then usually just around in the fall. Sometimes it's August, September, around there. They quit laying their eggs. Of course, if it's hot out, they won't lay an egg. I put them in the egg carton containers because there's a woman at my son's work that actually buys the duck eggs. She likes them. She said that that her baked goods are a lot more fluffier with using the duck eggs, and she's the one that buys them from us. I have not tried a duck egg. I don't know if I would want to eat one, but I do eat our chicken eggs. And here's some of my chicken eggs here. My girls are awfully messy, so I usually don't wash them until I'm about ready to use them, just so then that way we're not washing off the bloom and the egg will last longer. So these are the brown eggs from my Golden Comet chickens. And like I said, I get about 5 eggs a day. And, you know, they add up quickly. Hi, it's Karen from Living Our Dream Homestead. I just went to my garden and I was shocked. I couldn't get in there for days because we've had too much rain. These zucchinis, my goodness, they probably weigh 5 pounds. It looks like a baseball bat. I'm going to probably use at least one or so to make some zucchini bread, maybe for my grown children because we don't like zucchini. I actually just grew it for my mom so she would eat on it, but this is too big really for anyone to eat on it, like to stir fry it. And then I decided to try some summer squash this year. My mom again said she would try to eat it. I guess this one's a long neck one, and we'll see if she likes it or not. It's a little bumpy and almost looks like a gourd, but it is summer squash. And then here's the blackberries again. Looks like I've probably picked about 2 cups. And there's a banana pepper. And the funny thing is, out there in the garden, it looked like it was yellow. I thought it was ready. Well, clearly in here, I guess it's not. It's still green, so it's not ready. And I'm kind of surprised this is actually the first picking of anything in the garden. I do grow blackberries. So here's my blackberries. I only have a few that, of course, are black. There's some right there. These are thornless blackberries. I pick them and then I freeze them and put them in a freezer bag, and I make blackberry jelly with them. And I also make blackberry chocolate chip ice cream. That is really, really good. And here is my garden. I've got 23 tomato plants, and we've had a little bit too much rain, but these are the biggest tomato plants that I have ever seen in my life and that I have ever grown. My husband has taken the weeds out of our green beans, but they still kind of grew up, and we'll have to pick out some more weeds. We've got 20 some odd rows of green beans that are 50 feet long rows. Then we planted some green beans behind that. That over there is my son's corn that he is growing, and tomatoes. I'm growing some corn too as well. We've gotten in the past 4 days about, I do believe it's been about 2¼ inches of rain. Here's some grass here, of course. Clearly we need to cut our grass again. I love just standing here and looking off, and that barn in the background is not mine, it's my neighbor's. He's a farmer, and he has his whole field full of corn, field corn. It's just so relaxing to just look off and stand here and just see that. Here's one of my apple trees, and it looks like it's loaded with apples. This apple tree is about 2 years old. We've had several die, and we've just tried to replace them. Here's what I've picked off my thornless blackberries, and then I've got some blueberries that are ready. Are my duckies hungry? Are you? Hi, this is Karen. I hope you enjoyed seeing the pictures of our homestead. If you want to subscribe, hit the button below. I hope you guys have a good day.